So I'd like to say a few stories right now. Please. Very interesting stuff is happening. It's all the time. The more you do with the Rebbe, the more you see the miracles of the Eibishter and the Rebbe and the Gula in the world. So right now, Baruch Hashem, we are in 770. You can see everybody's davening and learning. This is the place where Mashiach is found. This is the place where the Holy Third Temple is found. The most special place in the world. And I'm in the middle of finishing davening, and I wanted to share with everybody, all the whole world, the wonders of the Rebbe and the wonders of what Hashem is doing with us. That recently, I have a friend of mine, Abraham, I know since the 70s. There's the Baal Tshuva Yeshiva over here in Crown Heights. I went to in the 70s, so did he. And so I've known him for years. It wasn't that close, but now come back, I see him a lot, we talk a lot. So, I have an app called Rebbe 770, REBBE 770. If you get it either on the Play Store or Apple Store, you download it, and I'm showing the app. It's very interesting. I mean, we have like one thing you write into the Rebbe for a blessing, and they put it into the Rebbe Shtender where the Rebbe prays. I don't know if you can see it from here. I'll bring it over a little bit further. And you can see it in the background. And it really does all kinds of miracles. I've seen many, many miracles with it. It's, I don't know if you can see it. It's over there. Anyway, some guys are there at the steps over there. So they put the letters in where the Rebbe prays, and you see open miracles. So I'm telling you, there's another place in it where you write into the Rebbe, and we know that people write into the Rebbe, put in his holy letters, and they get answers to what they need. It really works. It's amazing stuff. And there are some other things. So you say, okay, I'm going to write into the Rebbe, and in the app you can either they're English. You answer the English or answer people's questions from all parts of life. Or answers to people. People write in a lot, and they see what they're thinking, what they're doing. The Rebbe's answering directly. So he opens it up, and he wrote in he wanted for a refuah, for health, something to do with health. So he wrote in, and we opened it up, and the Rebbe's talking about from the previous of the Rebbe, the Torah that he taught. There's different called Seichos and Memorim, talking the difference between them, and he says their bracha comes through learning Torah and through supporting Torah institutes. So he looks at me and he says, "This doesn't make it." I asked for health, nothing to do with health. I said, "That's the bracha. Do that, you're going to get full health." So he sits down. He comes 5 minutes later. He says, "It's amazing." He says, "I can't believe it's just amazing." The last time, in the 70s, we used to have private Yukidus with the Rebbe. So the last time he went into the Rebbe was in 1979, and he went in once before. And once before he went and he spoke with the Rebbe for 20 minutes. It was a long time, very unusual. He spoke for 20 minutes with the Rebbe, and he was asking and putting in a letter about what he should do for his livelihood, for Parnasa. And the Rebbe just answered spiritual, learning Torah, spiritual brachos. Okay, so this time he wanted to go in, and he had returned from Israel, and he'd been involved in diamonds over there, and everything went down the tubes. Everybody, the whole industry shut down. He didn't plan to go back, but he knew in order to get in to see the Rebbe, you had to be going back to Israel, because at that time, if you went over the ocean, you had a birthday, at a certain time you could get in. So I went and spoke with Rabbi Groner, and Rabbi Groner told him I didn't believe him that he's going back. Finally, he showed him his ticket. He wasn't, but he wanted to get in to see the Rebbe. So he goes in to see the Rebbe, and the Rebbe looks at him, and like a look that he understood that the Rebbe said, "Why are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here." The Rebbe knew what he did, and so he says, he looks down like this, and the Rebbe started, he was embarrassed looking down, nothing could answer. The Rebbe started laughing, like a kid cupped their eye, and he started laughing and laughing. And he started giving these very high brachos. Everything was shining, amazing high brachos, and spirituality and stuff, and things. So he tells me later, that after he thinks about it, he tells me this is what the Rebbe's talking about. This is exactly what the Rebbe's talking about. This is the bracha, connecting back to that time. And he tells me an interesting thing. He says, by Yaakov, when he got the brachos from Hashem, from his father Yitzchak, he went in deceitfully, and he got the highest brachos. And Esav, who went in, according, just got blessing for physical things. So he says he the same way. He went into the Rebbe like they really were supposed to be there, and the Rebbe gave the highest of high brachos. Anyways, there's another story I'll tell you that also that I drive with Uber a lot. It's not that far, but I take sometimes Uber. I always talk to the guys. So, 3 days ago, I'm going from my apartment to 770 in Uber, and a guy, Leon, picks up. I said, where are you from? Ethiopia. And he tells me, so I start telling him about the Rebbe and about the 7 commandments, sons of Noah. He writes down the website. As we're driving, there's a picture of the Rebbe in the car on one of the buses here. So he looks, he says, well, that's the man I'm talking about. He says, oh, I know that man. He says, I lived in the neighborhood that he lived in, and we used to walk. He used to see him walking. He got very interested, even more interested. And then I told him how 770 is the center of the world, and that that's where all the brokers and the gates of the heaven are opening up. And he said, he should come there. He said, will they let me in? I said, yeah. Well, probably better if you don't wear your cross. It'd probably be better. Yeah, you should go there. You should go pray there. We're so excited, and he's going to look everything, but it's like the world's ready. Anyways, I goes with everybody. We're entering right now. When I'm saying this is like tomorrow's Rosh Chodesh, I think. Getting into Rosh Chodesh, the Adar. We already blessed the Adar for Simcha, so we should have a lot of Simcha and more Simcha. We should make a lot of Marvin with Simcha. We can't name him or any Melech Mashiach.